Hello, my beautiful Fumi Nation. How are you? How are we? Today's episode is absolutely and specially dedicated to my 70-year-old sisters and my 80-year-old sisters. This is such an honor, and I want everybody to really give you guys a round of applause. Round of applause. You have hit your 70s, your 80s, and darlings, actually life is just beginning for you guys. We are living longer. We're living into our 90s. The Queen just passed away at 96. Her mother, I think, passed away at 101, and her husband passed on at 99. So this is what is going on. My mother is also 80. Hi, Mom. And I wish she was here. Had she been here, I would have demonstrated all of this on her. We have a fantastic time. My mother is like my big sister because she had me when she was in her 20s, and she's absolutely lived her life. She's now living her best life. My dad and mom, they travel all over the place. You guys are sharp. You're so quick as a whip. And it's such an honor because I think that we really have to give you guys accolades. We have to give you accolades. You have been able to transition from era to era to era. My mother the other day was telling me, Fumi, you have to remember, you know, we were here when the microwave was invented. And I'm like, what? And it occurred to me that yes, you know, and here you guys with smartphones, all of this. And applause to you for being here, for living and really enjoying your life. This makeup tutorial is for you guys to wear to church, for that fabulous wedding, to go out, to look slick. You can take bits and pieces of it also. You don't have to do the whole shebang. But I wanted just for you guys to see the tips and the tricks that really apply to you. Applying to getting all of that pigmentation off of your face and gone forever. This, guys, you're going to love it. You're going to live for it. So if you're partying, yeah, because I know you guys do. Because, you know, guys, what you don't understand, and these are to my other Fumi Nation, they got all the money. They got the time and they've lived their life. 70s and 80s, like my mother would say, I don't buy, I don't sell, I don't wait for me change. Meaning that I have bought, I have sold. And now I'm reaping the fruits of my labor. And so you are. I applaud you so very much, my beautiful Fumi Nation older sisters. And I can't wait to get to that stage where Adrian is grown and he's doing his own thing and I can come back to me. So without a beat, grab your pens. Yes, your bingo pens. I know you're up there in bingo and your parties or whatever. Come sit down with your friends. Let them know that Fumi is here and we're going to do hairstyles for you guys. Yep. And then we're also going to do realistic wigs. Not that heavy front lace wig. That's not for you at all. Everything's about softening. Fashion, style, shoes. We're going to do all of that for you guys. So sit back and relax. And congratulations. I love you. I have the deepest and the highest respect for you. And I'm honored that you have come to me and said, Fumi, come and do makeup tutorials for me. Hi, Mom. I love you. Enjoy. All right, so we're going to start by really minimizing the texture of the skin. We have Makeup Forever, and this is Pore Minimizer. It is absolutely fantastic for your skin texture, and it just minimizes the pores so that the makeup really goes on in a much more fluid and seamless fashion. So just rub all of that in. I have a mirror here so I can see what I'm doing. And then what I got in the mail, and I'm just trying, but I thought, you know what, let me bring it up for you guys. Remember in the last episode, I had talked about how my brows now are really thinning out. Well, Anastasia Beverly Hills was wonderful enough to send me this brow serum. And I thought, you know what, let me try it out. And this would be especially good for you because I'm thinking that by the time I come to my 70s and 80s, my brows would have been even more sparse. So you just put the brow serum over your brow like so, just as I'm doing, and you let that set for a few minutes. So that's all that you do. Apparently in the next 8 weeks we should be seeing a difference. So this is the brow serum to grow your brows back. Let's see what kind of magic Anastasia Beverly Hills has for us. Color correction. At this stage, you are so lucky. You're done with menopause. You've done with all of the women's changes, and you have really settled into your own. So whatever you've got, that's what you're living with. More often than not, you have discolorations. All of that plummetis is no longer there. You're no longer having children. Your children have grown up and they're adults of their own. So we are going to now take care of the discoloration over there. You're going to take a blotting brush. I feel that if you use a beauty blender, it will not conceal as much as you using a blotting brush. We have to go in with an orange concealer. Why? Because that takes care of the dark circles right away. And so when we come back with our concealer, it has vamoosed. I use MAC, and this is the Studio Fix Conceal and Correct palette. Studio Fix Conceal and Correct palette. As you can see, I seldom use the orange or the ochre shade right here because my under circles are not as intense yet. So we're going to go in with this, and this will remove any discoloration you have. And you punch, can you see? And you punch that right in. Anybody that does your makeup, if they are not giving you this at this stage, ask for it, okay? You tell them, can I please have a color correcting, please? So that I can get rid of my dark circles. And as you can see, the punching in effect is much more effective because when we go in with our concealer, all of that is going to be what? Is going to be covered up. I know it looks scary, don't worry about it. And then what you do, you go around the mouth and you just color correct all of that discoloration that you will most probably have. There you go, okay? As a matter of fact, as you can see, I have a little something on my nose here. It's a little birthmark when I had chicken pox, yeah. So you just cover that, can you see? I've covered that, gone. Put a little bit of ochre. I do this onto my forehead here, and that is just to really open up your face. And you will see what I'm talking about once we get that done. There we go. Now, my darlings, you can use this two ways. It is the Instant Firm Face Tightener. For those of you that might have a little bit of a wrinkle and you want to really look fabulous for church, you're the mother of the bride, you want to look fabulous for your son, daughter's wedding, for church, Christmas, all those big occasions. You don't have to have it every day, but this is sensational. I also have the under eye. I'm going to put a picture up for you. And we also have the face tightener. And this says, let me just explain to you guys. It's the Instant Firm Temporary Face Tightener. Instantly tightens, firms, smooths the appearance of fine lines, deep wrinkles, and pores to help you look years younger all day long. Vitamin C, E, Pro, Vitamin B6 for all skin types. When you are at this age and stage, mama, go right ahead, big sis. This is for you. You can put it on when I put on the brow serum. But what I have found is that when you put on the foundation, it moves. So what do, my darlings? I put it and I mix it with the foundation and you get a flawless finish. So I'm going to put some onto the palm of my hand, like so. Yeah, that's all that you need. Just a little squirt. This is fantastic. Ladies, try and get your makeup artist to get this for you. Then you take your foundation, which is this, and I squirt it on. There you go. I take the end of a brush and I mix that in. Yeah. I take a stippling brush and we are going in. And just look, you will love your face. You will not want to take off your makeup. And there, my darlings, as you can see, the face is tight, it's not shiny, and it is complete in every way. You will start to see the minimization instantly. Take a beauty blender, clean, and you just dab. For those of you that don't want to have makeup onto your neck, you don't have to. I also recommend Patrick Starr's One Size wipes. They're huge and they're absolutely hydrating and fantastic. I absolutely love them. Can you see the face? It's almost as if I have added setting powder. That's because I have mixed the Peter Thomas face tightener. Now, with JUVIAS Place, we're going to highlight right underneath. They're always calling me. And this is their foundation stick. It is absolutely fantastic. And I use this shade called Benin. You don't have to have your highlighter light. You do not. Then you take a beauty blender and you blend that out. There you go. Nice and bright and not too much. Use any setting powder and you go ahead and you just set that a little bit, not too much. Everything is in moderation because you still want to look and feel like yourself. We just want to get your skin right because really and truly, once you smile, you look wonderful. You really do. Okay. I highly recommend that you use MVP Brow by Fenty Beauty. They've got the best. It's got the most natural wispiness when it comes to brows. I see a lot of my 70s sisters. They do their brows like this. I show you. They do this. They rub it in like this, and then they do line like this, and that's it. No, my darlings, that is terrible. Anybody that does that to your brow, tell them to stop. And tell them, no, Fumi has shown us different. And what I would like to show you, I'm just trying to brush this out because when I tell you when I'm in church and I see you, I'm like, hello, auntie, good afternoon, auntie. And I just look at the brows and I want to do the brows so badly. I reach out and you're like, oh, give me a kiss for me. And I'm like, no, it's the brows. So this is what you do. Take this. Take the brow pencil, the MVP brow pencil by Fenty Beauty. They are fantastic. I have not seen any other brow product as good as this. You know, I'll call it like it is. So use this. I'm looking for a mirror because your brows really frame your face. And this is what you do. Light strokes in front. Light strokes. I am telling you, it's a game changer. Because everything about you is soft at this stage. Everything about you should be soft. You've lived your life. Now, my darlings, you are living the soft life. You just do light strokes. Can you see the difference of this brow to this? Because you want it to be light. I will show you what I'm talking about. And then you just gradually go in. You follow the brow pattern. Or you create a brow pattern considering that perhaps you might have lost brows just like I have. You know, it's all aging, but that is absolutely fine because we can put that together in a jiffy. And then you just go gradually back and you just fill it in. And what you can do, if you feel it's too heavy, you can always brush off the excess. Okay, so here we have a little too much. You can brush off the excess in front. That's all you have to do. Just brush off the excess, groom your brows a little bit so that you can see where you're going. And you go in and then you do the other brow. Okay, there we go. There we go. See? There you go. There you go. To sharpen up your brow and really open up your face, you need to just clean up the brows a little bit. Again, don't use any bright highlighter. You want it to be really just one shade lighter than you, not too light. You use an angle brush. Any angle brush will do, but Juvia's Place has one of the stiffest, most sharpest angle brushes. And you just go under that and you just sculpt. Now, for you, you do not have to do the top. I see a lot doing the top. No, you want it to be as natural looking as possible. So you just do underneath. That's it. That is it. So that they say, Grandma was looking nice in church today. There you go. Just blend that out. This is MAC and this is NW50. For those of you that is my complexion and you are asking, it is MAC and this is NW50. Let me just show you again so that you can have an idea. There you go. That's all that you need. You don't need too much. We're going to take a fluffy brush. And what we're going to do, we're just going to put a little color into the socket. You can use brown or you can use burgundy. I find that burgundy really looks nice, can really look nice because it picks up the face. It's a little bit of color. We are going to go in first with a little bit of brown, yeah? So just taking the face palette. This is the Morphe 8D palette. I love it in deeper shade. I kind of mix it. And what do? We go in right into the socket. Why? Because here is where you get the folds. This is where the skin now comes down. It's age and that is absolutely fine. So we're just going to put that right in there. That's all that we're going to do. And again, we're going to take this upwards. You take everything upwards. And then you can just do a little bit of shaping onto the nose. Not too much now, just a little bit. And just push that all out. Again, we'll do it on the other side. Where we go. And you just brush that into the socket. There we go. So this is what you should have. Then we're going to go in with Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place is one of my favorite brands ever. And this is the Saharan Palette Volume 2. They have a burgundy shade here. And that's what we are going to use. And we're going to use a smaller brush. And we're going to take a little bit of this beautiful shade. And we are going to go into the crease. Okay? And when I say the crease, when you see it like this, you're going to go in there. That's where we're going to have a little color. Right over from one side to the other. Just right in there. That's all we're going to do. And then take it out. And then we're just going to zhuzh half of the lid on the side there. That's all that we are going to do. And bring that up. Just to give you a little color. Thank you, Ula. For those of you that will be asking, I do my makeup tutorials after hours because Ula has to work. But Ula helps me set with the camera, make sure that everything in place. A lot of you think that I have a team. It's only Ula. Ula is the only one. So we do this about 5, 6 in the evening, you know, when he's finished work so that he can help me out. There you go. Do we live? Do we love? You take a brush or a beauty blender and you make sure that everything goes up that way. Everything goes up this way. We're going to take a palette from COLOURPOP. This is the Rebellious Nudes. Absolutely beautiful. And we are going to take this shade right here with a flat brush. And we're going to take this and you're just going to pat right onto the inside of your eye, which is called the tear ducts, and then onto the pupil, right underneath your pupil, just to open up the eye a little bit. Why? because by this time now you have hooded eyes. So we just want to brighten you up. We just want to open up that eye. Do you see? Not too much. You just pat. We're going to go with this brighter shade right here, and we're going to put this into the tear duct. Okay? There we go. Just to brighten up a little bit. See? Just to brighten up the eye. Not too much. And that opens up your eyes. Then, my darlings, we are going to use Uoma. Uoma is a fabulous little palette that they did with collaboration with Coming to America. As you can see, I love to support black-owned brands. You take a fan brush. I'm going to come out with some fan brushes for you guys. You take a little bit of a highlighter. What? For me, highlighter for 70s and 80s? Yes. And we're going to brighten up just a squidgy underneath the high points. Let me repeat, the high points of your brow. And you do it at the high tops. That's all that you do. And you graze it, not to each end, just at that high top. And you bring it down a tad. That's all, so that you can see a little hint of something. Matte liners. You want to have a matte liquid liner with a precision pen. And then what you want to do, you want to do a little wing. That's all that you want to do. Now, if you can, you open your eyes, and instead of doing the liner on top, you do it underneath. Why? Because you're trying to open up the eye, and the eye is hooded. If you put it on top, you're putting too much makeup, and it will close your eye as opposed to open up your eye. Okay? And you will see a phenomenal difference. There you go. Do you see the feline? Do you see the difference? You're looking gorgeous, my darling. The matte liner will complement your eyes. When it's shiny, it reflects and it takes away from your eyes. Look for matte. When they're doing your makeup, insist. Tell them that Fumi said on YouTube that I'm in my 70s and in my 80s and that they should use a matte liner. It is much more flattering on your gorgeous eyelids. The white of your eyes have dimmed. You've seen a lot. And so your eyes are not as white as they were. So you need a black eye pencil because the contrast will make your eyes pop. The thing here for me, guys, is that you have to make sure that you use a gel pencil. And so we'll go in all the way to the tear duct. We're going to use brown eyeshadow and we're going to smudge that out. With a brown shadow, that's all you need. We're going to go in with mascara. Bad Girl Bang Mascara is fabulous because it has a small wand. At this stage, your lashes are very petite. This will get every lash going. You can graze off the excess, take all of that off, and you can just set your brows on top. And it just opens you up. There you go. I don't recommend a full lash. Why? Because you have hooded eyes. Your eyes would have drooped at this stage. If you have hooded lashes, it will close your eye. What you need is to have outside lashes, wispy lashes. Now, if anybody comes with lashes like this, tell them absolutely not. We are not doing these kind of lashes. We cannot do this kind of lashes. So they gotta go. You can do individual lashes if you have the time, like I said, it's a wedding, it's a special occasion, you can go ahead and do that. Or you can be blessed and you can go to Ardell and you can have little lashes that you put at the edge of your eye, and that will open up your eye. So even though your eye might be hooded, it will still open it up. So let's go with the half lash. Okay, the best glue in the business, JUVIAS, please. That's the only glue that I use. It's absolutely fantastic. It dries fast. It does not react to my eyes. It doesn't make my eye water. They are truly, truly the best when it comes to lash glue. Use my discount code FUMI for everything at JUVIAS Place. You have to let the glue kind of get tacky, not dry completely, but get tacky so that it sticks one time onto your lash. So I recommend just half a lash for you guys. There you go. That's all you need. A little itty bitty lash. So put on the lash. That's all that you need. That's all that you need to open up your eye. There's nothing more complimentary at this age and stage than pink. Any pink blusher will do. But there's a trick. At this stage now, you want to glow. And what I do for my clients, I use the highlighter and the blush together. And that really opens you up. So this is my pink blusher, which I love very much. By MAC, it's called Stubborn. And then what I do is that I take my JUVIAS Place, love, love, love. And I use this highlighter here. I mix the two. I might even go back in with the blusher and I go over. This, my darlings, is the best for you because you glow. This is what you want. Okay? You absolutely glow. We do it on the other side. And this just makes you glow. And that opens up your cheeks. Then, in front of your cheeks, you dab with the blusher only. And that sets everything in motion. Why? Because you have the highlighter glow here, but not too much. And then you have the blusher right there. This works for you guys. Okay? A little bit of contour. Just a little bit. I don't focus too much on contour at this age and stage. It's more about framing the face. I love this palette. I love, if you are my complexion, they've got light, medium, dark, and deep, I think, something like that. But look for your shade. They did good with this. So what I do for you guys, I now go onto the hairline here. Why? Because a lot of the time, this is where your hair is sparse and you can deepen that in and it frames the face. Then you go in a little bit under the highlight, right there. Do you see? Right there. And you just give it a little bit of contour, but not too much. We're not trying to do anything heavy here, and just go underneath there. That is all that you need. In the forehead, right there, very lightly, and then on the jaw, right here, and then right here. Underneath it, you'll be surprised. Why? Because it's a shadow. So when you do that, the shadow really just pulls the face together. For my Caucasian sisters, how are you out there? And you just go right underneath. Because I'm loving the comments. I get all of my 70-year-olds from all over the world, all complexions. And so I want to teach you guys that you can just put it right underneath. That's all that you need. Okay? So we've done the cheeks. We've done the eyes. Are we living? Are we loving? We've done the brows. Now we're going to do the lips. Now this is a trick that I love and I've been doing for a good while. You're going to line the entire mouth. That way your lipstick will last longer. And line the whole lip. Okay. Then we are going to take a lighter lip and go over. You add a spot of pink in the center. And what you do, you add it all the way down here so that it touches the top up there. Setting spray, my darlings. And there you have the makeup tutorial for your 70s and the 80s. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial, my darlings. I will do yet another makeup tutorial for you in the 70s and 80s. Maybe we'll bring it a little bit lighter without the eyeshadows. You let me know. But I wanted you to see what this looks like. And you'll try to apply the tips and tricks. That's what I really wanted to show you in this episode. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. A lot of you, get all of your friends, because I know you play bingo. I know you're going out. Yes, you're not in the old people's home. You guys are out. You're having a good old time. So get all of your friends to like and to subscribe. Hit the notification buttons, please, and leave all of your comments below. It has been such a pleasure, such an honor to do this episode, guys. All of my love. Mwah.